feet up, let your minds wander or anything. So I want you to basically be lazy and just enjoy yourself. So I'm going to tell you, I want you, all of you, to close your eyes. Okay? And then I want you to picture this in your mind. Let me tell you a story that perhaps many of you can relate to. Friday, you had a date, then you went to a party with your friends. You came home at 3 in the morning on Saturday. You sleep and woke up around 2 in the afternoon. You woke up with a hangover. You have a lot to do, but you have this annoying headache you can't get rid of. You promised yourself that you would get one homework done, but you never got around to do that. You tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. That night, you party and don't come back until 4 o'clock in the Sunday morning. You wake up and it's noon and you don't feel like doing anything. Now you realize that you had been lazy and procrastinated too long, but still cannot find the energy nor the motivation to get work. Now you're frantic. You're panicking. You have a worksheet that is due at midnight. You have 6 projects to finish, a couple of quizzes due this week. You have 2 papers to write that are due Wednesday and Friday. Plus you have a speech to give in your class this Thursday, but you haven't done anything about it. So what leads us to, what lures us to laziness is planning things ahead of time that leads to procrastination and emotional encounters. So what I'm going to explain to you is how to overcome it, show you the benefits about it, and then give you some tips. Okay, so let's start from the beginning. What is lazy? Well, according to dictionary.com, laziness is unwilling to work. For an example, I'm lazy to cook, which is actually true, but I'm trying to overcome it. So what causes laziness? Well, according to an article, Breaking Free of Laziness, it lists 7 factors, which are fear, frustration, lack of control, past learned behavior, conditioning, lack of purpose, misalignment between goals and beliefs or benefits. But the number one of laziness is fear. But it also brings physical as well. It also brings negative stress, increased heart rate, and increasing heart rate. But overcoming fear can also lead to less stress, less pain, and once you overcome your fear, you can overcome your laziness, which means that you can strive to your goal or continue with life. So, overcoming laziness, you need to fill your life with action, excitement, things you want to do. So an article I read, 14 Simple Steps to Laziness, is get excited, think about how important it is, have a goal with a deadline, have competition, have energetic friends, break big jobs into small ones, build momentum, read motivational quotes, maintain a healthy lifestyle, limit TV, remove distractions, create a vision board, and use it. Make sure it really is what you want, and remember how fast time flies. Okay, so you're thinking to yourself, that's too many steps. So let's break it down into 3 instead. So according to an article, Overcoming Laziness and Procrastination, in 3 steps is, the 3 steps are exercise, make a goal, publish, and reward yourself. So instead, we're going to, for number 1, for exercise, take action, remove distractions, and find motivation. Like anything that keeps you busy, find something that motivates you to get your work done. And then make your goals public, meaning if you have an exam, a final exam, and it's everything, try to, how can you say this? Get clumps from certain sections of a chapter and review it, and then do it over again. And then once you reach the end, you try to see if you can summarize all of it. And then the next one is reward yourself, meaning go socialize. Do not sit on the couch and watch TV as your reward, because then you'll have to repeat the steps 1, 2, 3 again. So, another way to do this is to remember, okay. overcoming those. And then this one, to help you, the benefits of it is the feeling of achievement and feeling stress-free. But also, Dawn Loggins is also a student from high school who graduated last summer, and she told herself this story on CBS News, that she's an 18-year-old girl who is from Lawndale, North Carolina, she's a graduate from last summer, and she says that she works 2 hours before school and then she goes home. But home for her is complicated. She has parents her stepfather, who is a drug dealer, and an unemployed mother. Every time, she quotes, every time my stepdad would be arrested, we would move around the country, or my mom would use rent money to bail him out of jail. But even though she was an excellent student, she still strives to do her best. So when she went to a summer camp last summer, she returned home and she found out that her parents abandoned her. She said, "I could never get in touch with them. Every time I try calling them, the number has been temporarily disconnected." She found out that they moved to Tennessee. Dawn moved from couch to couch until a counselor asked Cheryl, a school custodian, if she would take Dawn in. Even though she achieves a lot, she was the president of the photography club, rock climbing, and Spanish club. She also found out that when she aimed high, she found out that it was time for her to apply to college. So she decided to take the AIMS test, and she found out by holding a letter up, which is this, she found out that she was accepted to Harvard University in 2016. She quotes, "I think that what got me into Harvard was my drive," she said, and the fact that I've been able to do so much with everything working against me. Imagine what it'll be to do when things are actually going like that. Okay. So now you've been aware of the laziness, the causes of overcoming it, and familiar with the benefits of overcoming it. I persuade you to take action to overcoming it. Boost your motivation and self-esteem and confidence. What I leave you today is a quote from Robert Half. "Laziness is a secret ingredient that goes into failure, but it's only kept secret from the person who fails it."